I am doing a now age intuitive guidance. This is presented to you by Reiki Readings Rebirth. If you'd like to learn more about my services or book a personal Skype reading, you can do so at www.reikireadingsrebirth.com. I am going to keep this video quite a bit shorter. I had done one earlier. It was about 50 minutes long, and for whatever reason, obviously the camera is not built to keep track of a video that long. So despite the fact that it was counting the whole time, it didn't keep it. I am going to take that as a sign, and I am going to make this one shorter and more to the point, and hopefully I will still be able to get the message and the core message out. Now, this is a message for those of you going through transitions at this time. A lot of people are, including myself, and this is a supermoon reading. It is on the September harvest Piscean supermoon, the third supermoon of 3 in a row that we've had. So I have decided to do a layout that represents the triple, or the Trinity in this case. So we have the Star of David, so the masculine and the feminine joined together. The masculine being represented by the Shapeshifter Tarot. These cards are already picked out because I had done the video previously, so this is the 3 which are represented by the masculine, and the 3 to represent the feminine. In this case, we're using the Osho Zen Tarot. And so the masculine is more about what's going on in the physical, external kind of aspect, and then the feminine is more what are the supporting energies that are going to help us break through what needs to change, and also support letting go of the past in order to embrace the new. So the first card was Serpent, 16, and this has to do with the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. It also has to do with Kundalini rising, which it represents the divine feminine aspect of the body awakening through and making our bodies and our divine connections, our human selves and our spirit merge as one, which you will see as we continue is a continuing theme of merging the masculine and the feminine to create the third. The energies that are supporting this is abundance. This is the Osho Zen Tarot card, and this is directly underneath it. And so you have the top of the first triangle is serpent, and the bottom of the other triangle is abundance. And you can kind of see the relationship here, where one is kind of bridging the other. Then we have nature. Warrior of water. The emotions. How do you move through the process of change with ease and grace? Well, people, you got to feel your stuff. You have to go through the emotions and actually allow yourself to feel them. The shadow aspect is that which we perceive as our negative or our things that we don't like to feel. That could be anything, really. It could be like being afraid. You don't want to face change, and that scares you, and you don't want to admit it. These are the kind of things that if you allow yourself to admit them, you will be able to move past them with much more ease and grace. The reason why it's important to clear these negative emotions or anything that really is clouding your ability to feel your way through things and stop thrashing against the changes but actually go with the flow is because those feelings feed this. Projections. Now, a projection is like you're watching a movie. Your projector is your mind. What you're seeing as what the other is doing to you is what your mind is projecting onto them. So it is not to say that everyone or everything around you is a projection. It is to say that when clouded by emotion, the mind projects those emotions onto other people rather than face them. So get clear and honest with yourself in order to avoid the pitfall of the projections. With the truth, you can move through the experience and allow things that need to die, so that you can move into the new and be stronger for it. Think Phoenix rising. Let die the structures that are holding you back so that you can be born to your true self and expand into that experience, and balancing your inner doing and being together. So balancing the aspects that are taking care of yourself, your inner parent, and that aspect that is going out and taking care of everybody else. So 5 minutes instead of 50, I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna say that's a sign and just call it a day. Thank you very much. If this is of any help to anyone, please do leave a comment. I am going to be keeping an eye on things to see if it's of any use, and if so, I will continue to do these messages for the now age. And the reason I'm calling it the now age is because the new age is not really going to help us, but if we embrace the fact that we are the change that we are seeking, and that everything is in the now, and that we've got to deal with what's going on right now in order to make any real headway, then maybe we've got a shot. So bring it all in, bring it into the moment, bring it into the heart, and Reiki blessings, and thank you very much. And if you do want to learn more about my distance healing services, I do offer Reiki through distance healing online, or if you are in the Fredericton area and you would like to see me in person, do feel free to get in touch with me. My website has bookings available all times of day. I am currently back on the job market, so I am very much more flexible than I was when I was working full-time. So do feel free to get in touch with me if you have any questions, or leave a comment on the video, and I'd be happy to get back to you. Thank you, and have a great week. Happy super full moon.